Have a look at that.
OK, so it's now 1838. James Hoult, and he's now employed the whole time in fishing and diving. Ah, now this is diving, because it was fishing and boats in distress.
The fact that that says diving there is extremely important, because the fact they've actually written it in as an occupation means they are using the word diving for one of the first times.
It's a job, wow.
This is the sort of helmet that James Hoult would have been using.
Wow, see, this is what I thought. This is what I visualised when I found out that he was a diver.
This is what's called a Dean open helmet. The diving helmet had first been invented in the early 1800s. John Dean, the co-inventor of the diving helmet, lived in Whitstable. This is why the diving industry started here. It went around the rest of the world from Whitstable. So James Hoult becomes one of that first group of divers.
Wow, really?
So James Hoult is very special.
So one of the first divers ever, not just in the UK, but ever?
Ever.
Wow. That's amazing, isn't it?
This is actually called an open helmet, and it's called that because the principle is it's like having a bucket over your head with the water level at the bottom of the bucket being supplied with air from the surface. The disadvantage of this, of course, is if you lean forward, the air rushes out the back, the water rushes in, and you can drown.
Sounds horrific. So this was obviously an incredibly risky job. Was there a high proportion of deaths by this then?
By the end of the 1830s, there must have been about 30-odd divers, most of them in Whitstable. And out of these 30 divers, at least 5 of them died.
God.
So that's 1 in 6 divers.
That's a huge proportion, isn't it?
It's a huge proportion. It was very dangerous.
But not James. Not James.
The chance of drowning was a risk these early divers like James were prepared to take. For the first time, they could go underwater to depths of up to 60 feet and search for valuable cargo on the sea floor.
To me, these are very brave people, seriously brave people, to just go down there in the darkness and feel around.
Yes. But know that there's a treasure somewhere with your name on it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you ever so much. Hello.
Hi, Dan.
How are you?
Right.
It's nice to see you.
Lovely to see you. Oh, come in.
Now you've done a little bit.
Pringle.
Right, Sarah, this is the family tree on your mother's side.
Okay. Oh my God.